let's hear it. We're back here with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where we're in the depths, heading south, so we can head to Gerudo Town, because I'm thinking in a few episodes maybe we might want to start one of the actual story missions. You kind of pace it at some point, because it's like, because I'm wanting to do all the shrines in this playthrough, we gotta pace it so that A, it's not like we do all the shrines and then just breeze through the story missions with like 20 hearts, but B, it's not like we do all the story missions on 5 hearts and then it's just shrines for like 80 episodes. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be so bad, but I'm trying to sort of space it out so that there's a bit of progression, and like we do 20 shrines, then a story mission, then 20 shrines, then a story kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes for me. 2 notes I have. Number 1, it's kind of cool that we don't get the shrine sensor off the bat if it isn't even in this game. I think I'm pretty cool with that so far, because for the most part, I wouldn't say they're obvious where they're hidden exactly. I mean, some of them are not hidden really, but I think it's not like none of them are really unfairly hidden. I wouldn't say, and I found the same for Breath of the Wild mostly. And what I'm saying is, so far, I don't feel like any of the ones we've come across have been unfairly hidden. Nevertheless, one thing that is a little slightly more tedious in this game than Breath of the Wild is that it's hard to tell from a distance if it's a shrine you've been to. In Breath of the Wild, it's really easy because it's like it's orange or it's blue. They're very different colors. Whereas here, I'm not even sure the color really changes. It's always just sort of greeny bluey, regardless of whether you've like. There might be a slight visual difference, like the swirls on top might be different if you've activated, and I guess you can see it. It'll be open, but it'd be nice if at a distance it was like purple or something to be a different color, and just so you could be like, okay, been to that one, not been to that one, kind of thing. That was one of the good things about Breath of the Wild. Number 2. I only just recently noticed that Sonia, as in Queen Sonia, is like a near anagram to Zonai. I don't know if that's a coincidence or intentional, or if it means anything, what it means. Although it occurs to me that in the French version they called it something different, like the Sonao, so I guess it's hers. She's no longer a near anagram in the French version, and maybe that means that it's just a coincidence in the English version. And there's no similar thing in the Japanese version either, but I don't even know why I'm bothering to talk about that, because it's dark and we gotta get going. Right, and in my recent Pikmin 4 episode, all of a sudden, my controller suddenly has a red light on it, and now the triggers do what they're supposed to. Whoa. This targets as I would have expected, and this is Rune. Whereas before it was the other way around because of nonsense that I explained in Verwin Assassin's 31, but basically the triggers on this are swapped because they want to make it look like a GameCube controller, but that makes it awkward for Switch controllers. But then somehow, I guess with an update, they just like swapped it back, so that even though this one is labeled ZL, it does what L does on a normal Switch controller. And now I'm really confused, and it'll probably take me a lot of time to get used to this, even though this feels much better to have this be target and this be bow. That's what it always should have been, but you're going to see me fumbling with the controls a whole bunch in the next few episodes is all I'm trying to get out of here. So I see a bunch of wheels. What is this? Oh, it's just like a little cart platform. As much fun as it would be to set one up, I'm only gonna be wanting to walk really along here as much as possible to be gathering pose souls and all. So you're not gonna worry about it too much. And the gloom seems to glow more or less like that. So I think we'll be able to know when we're nearby it without using too many bright bloom seeds or any such. Although I probably will use a few to light my path in a minute here or two. Let's just see if I spy any light roots from where we are standing here. I guess that might be blocked by a wall. I will get some... Oh, there I go. Almost throwing something when I mean to take out my bow. Right, that helps a little. We're on a hill here. Gotcha. Still headed south anyway, which is what I want to do till I find some way that will obviously let me up. I suppose for the light roots are low enough down to the ground that you could probably ascend up through them, couldn't you? Maybe. We'll have to try it next one we're at. I see some post holes there, though. I want them. I want it. Whoa, I saw a sparkly as well. What was that sparkly just then? Yeah. It would be easier to get if I were stupid and used bright bloom seeds, but I don't know why I'm really enjoying trying to fumble around and climb around in the dark here. This is really tickling my adventurer's spirit. Great, well I pocketed my only light source. What the balls is that? Oh my god! It's moving, it's alive, what is that? Traveler Spear and something else, Zonite Deposit, is somewhere around there also. Let's just get them logged in our book, but what's holding the Traveler's Spear? And why does it show a sparkly beside Traveler's Spear? Is that just to let you know that I don't have it in my book yet? This is terrifying. Hello, sir, madam, or captain, whatever your honorific is. What's going on here? Please tell me it's just a statue. I'm uncomfortable. Oh yeah, this Traveler's Spear showed sparkly in the album picture as well. Or in the compendium notes. Why is that? A spear used mainly by travelers to fend off wolves and other beasts. It's easy to hold and simple to use. I'm just gonna go see... It looks like they're moving, doesn't it? Or is it just the swirly thing? Maybe it is just a statue. What is going on with this? I'm not gonna pick it up, I think. I'm just gonna go and see if this is like a person who moves. Oh, weird. why did they disappear and all? Yeah, this creeps me out. I'm going, hopefully that wasn't a super rare collectible or anything. Let's just mark it on the map in case it was. Moving swiftly along from that. Ooh, hello. Here's the zonite deposits that we were photographing, I guess. Bomb flowers, you say? Could use another bright bloom seed here. What was that? Nope, don't. Oh, okay, good. Listen. Habonk. Habonk. And habonk. And habonk. And habonk. I guess if those Bokoblin arms do like 20 damage, we're gonna want to avoid getting hit by one of those when they fall off their friends. This is a sword we haven't seen. Knight's broadsword. Yummy. The knights ones in this game, is it knights or soldiers the ones that increase your damage when you're down to your last heart? Right, okay, cool. Well, that beats the heck out of some of the stuff we've got, including this sword that's about to break. God, I'm using the wrong button to target. Wait, I thought I got the head already of the last one. I was like, there are no more heads around. What are you guys still being alive for and such? So here, like what I was saying about this stealth weapon. I put this Bokoblin arm on it. Now it's a 26er. Doing a stealth weapon with that, with 26, and the yield more powerful snake strikes, this will be like a one-shot to so many people. So we're gonna want to keep that around for that purpose. Some more bomb flowers here. Man, I'm really lucky that they didn't choose to punch me anywhere near those this time. This time? What am I talking about? Just punch me anywhere near those when we were fighting. Otherwise, they would have blown us all up, and that would have been bad, because they would have been fine, and I would have been not. Well, I've got a fairy, so I would have survived it, but not without some considerable loss of resource. This place isn't so bad so far. Doink! Oh, there's a wall right there. I didn't expect that. Ooh, postals. And this is just another one of those massive fiddleheads. Ooh, there's a postal down there. Do you know, I can feel someone... I already have the strange sense that someone in the comments might be upset at me for not taking this. So I'm just gonna see what... Hello? It seems like you're offering it to me. Is it alright if I just pick it up? Better make room. It's sparkly. What does this mean? Thank you. Okay, bye. Probably is a bit nicer than that little Captain Construct thing I built. To have a Traveler's Spear. I don't know what it means by sparkly. We'll stick a toenail on the end of it. Ha! Hinox halberd. Damn, I spent like 4 years trying to get it acclimated to the way the controls used to work stupidly. And now I have to get used to it again. The trigger's being swapped back. I'm thankful that's the only thing that's changed, though, I'll say that. And really, I guess I'm thankful that they're putting it to how it should have been in the first place. Or maybe it was something wrong with my controller and not the software end of it, but I don't know, switching controllers have always been a little funky. In several ways, so. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a them problem and not a me problem. There are a lot of bombs down here. How many of those we got now? 13. More sort of like stone archway structures than I was expecting down here, actually. And you know what, so far the rest of it's been pretty chill with respect to enemy encounters. Like, I suppose that's because I'm not too far from the center of the whole map. Oh, I'm sort of far west, but... Well, like, if it's like Breath of the Wild, then the encounters will get more aggressive as you go on through the game anyway. Like, the more encounters you fight, the worse things get. That looks interesting up there. Is that a light root, or... Looks a little different. No, it is. Well, we certainly want that. As well as all these pose souls. Doink, doink, doink. Probably better get another bright bloom seed going on here. As much as I do love the aesthetic Link's coloration takes on when you're in the dark, it looks really, really dope, as I'm sure I mentioned. Now that I'm close to the ground here, it's hard to see where all the post souls are. There are some over there, though. Way over there. Whee! Oh, hello. We're off to get the postals, the wonderful postals of depths. Because, what the hell is going on here exactly? It's another weird statue. I'm not really sure what's about them. What's about them? What they're about. You can keep this one. I don't really need it. It looks like the knight's outfit that you can get in Breath of the Wild. So is this like the spirit of a knight who died in service of the royal family or something? Oh, does it disappear when the camera gets close to it? That's cool. Using arrow time to properly illuminate the area. Tactics. Oh. It seems like an oddly open space here right beside all these postals. Like I'm going to be lured here and there will be something foul waiting for me. Waiting for me to come and acquire them all. Giddily. And without any sort of heed to my own well-being. No, it's totally fine. I don't know why I was worried. I survived, so obviously I did the right thing. This is interesting, eh? This is just an opportunity for you to use Ascend, I guess? Oh, it's not a great one. I'm not sure how this helps. And where was that right light route again? It was somewhere like right around here. It's tough to see because I was only able to see it because of the light. But now that I'm at a different angle, the light is blocked by something. I think it was up this way, though. Unless that's it. Something's giving off light there, unless that's just my bright bloom seed still. Oh, whack and load of gloom over here. It's a bit gloomy. It's not a very happy place at the moment. So saith me, anyway. Once I get up to this awkward-looking ledge here, I will have a better vantage point, and I'll probably be able to spy where in the heckens my heck has gone. Wow, the terrain is pretty uneven around here, though. Let me just light a few bright bloom seeds around here so I can get a better idea of the whole layout. I shot them pretty far away, but it should add up to make a fair bit of light. Actually, that one went pretty far down, didn't it? It's like there's a big hole over there or something. It'll be much easier to explore once we actually find a light route around here. Hello. Alright, this sounds stupid what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna run through the gloom and go. It's fine. It wasn't actually stupid because it worked. And, oh, no, people think they see me, but they don't see anything because I'm actually going to this light route over here and not near them. Okay. Did the music just kick up and get enemy-ish? I didn't... No, it's fine. Shurukum, no, Sikurakum. Sikurukam light route. One of the bunch. Let's see that. Hopefully that reaches the... Oh, man, that's a whole bunch. Oh, wowie. The light would dispel the darkness and did all the things it usually does. Cool. Wicked. That had a massive effect. I see why I was having trouble navigating this bit. Now this is a bit of nonsense. Right here. I say we keep heading south. There is a monster encampment over there, though. Worth raiding? Is there anything there we don't have? I mean, the electric keys, which we could photograph, and blue bokoblins, I suppose. It's the photo op of a lifetime. That's what we don't have. Zonite deposit, blue bokoblin, and some electric choo-choo. Kinds of enemies we could put in our book here. So much more interested in the, no, you didn't see anything. Ah, I'm walking up! This is not a safe environment for photography. Sorry. Alright, stealth photography. No! Clearly I'm gonna need to get higher. This was our problem all along. Ooh, electric Lizalfos as well. My. Treasure trove of new enemies we have here. And the keys next. Oh, and black bokoblin, wow. They're not very amazing pictures, but I'm happy to just have them logged for now. Did that thing was... I thought that one thought they saw for a moment. Whoop, no, sorry. Showed up there a second there. No, yeah. Oh, no, come back. Yeah. No, that didn't count. Keys counted. Back to the choo-choo. Come on, you. Smile. Say cheese. Say fuzzy pickles! Oh, you photobombing bat. Thank you. No. Oh, come on. Yes. Ah, perfect. What a glorious pose you've given us. That didn't... Oh. I gotta be quicker on the draw because it goes away really fast. Please say that counted. Oh my goodness. You camera-shy blob thing. I just got another electric keys one, didn't I? No, there we go. Okay, good. Golly. As for actually fighting them, though, I'm not sure I'm super psyched about that. Especially with my... how I am with my... triggers all swapped, and it's gonna mess me up a bunch in combat. I'm gonna try and avoid heavy fights for the moment, I think. Mixing up throw what's in my hand and shoot a bow and arrow are gonna be a hard one. This low-level gel monster is engulfed in electricity. Its strength varies depending on its size. It tends to explode if attacked from close range, so the use of spears, arrows, or other ranged weapons is advised. The electricity that engulfs the bodies of these bat-like keys makes them more dangerous than the standard type. They're capable of shocking anything they touch. Blue bokoblin, this common species, is a nuisance all over Hyrule. They're tougher than the red bokoblins, and their horns are sharper, so watch out.
Watch out!
Black bokoblin. Although bokoblins are generally a nuisance, the black bokoblins are among the most dangerous type. They're extremely resilient and powerful, especially when it comes to their forceful attacks with their hefty horns. And electric Lizalfos. These quick-witted lizard-like monsters can be found all over Hyrule. They can emit strong electrical currents from their bodies, so don't get too close. Their horns are brimming with electricity, in which will discharge an arc to nearby areas if struck by an arrow. Arc to nearby areas, you say. They live in desert climates, and also underground, apparently. And Zonite deposit, which is... not even the least bit visible in this photograph. This deposit glows with mysterious energy and is very common in the depths. If you crack it open, you can claim the zonite within. Zonite and large zonite. Oh, we haven't found any large zonite yet, nor do I know what it would be for exactly. I guess you can just spend it on whenever they're all like... Well, they said, oh man, you guys saw me a lot faster than I was sort of hoping for, considering how bad you were at it before. Oh, do I have a picture of you? Are you just a normal case, I guess? Yep. Alright, well, that's enough of you. That's not the targeting button. Blah, bonk, and habonk. Sorry. can't risk you glooming up any more of me hearts. Is this much we have? Yeah, it's this puff shroom. I was in the middle of saying something else and I got distracted. Nope, don't remember. Sorry. Right, you'd think we're at a pretty high vantage point, so if there was a light route in the distance here, we'd be able to spy it glowing as it stands. I am just gonna put a marker on that, because it looks like a whole bunch of pose souls. I don't think that put it where I was hoping for. Oh no, maybe it did. It's just super bright for some reason. What the hell? Why is this thing huge? I guess they're just bigger underground. And there were a few pose souls by the look of it on this giant mushroom tree thing. Oh, just one. Oh no, I marked it on this tree over here. I see. That's better. Yeah, they still do seem a bit brighter here, unless they're just bigger in this game than Breath of the Wild. That maybe. Just illuminate this little corner area here. Ah, that's better. Now I have a better sense of it. There's a lot of pose souls here. It does, again, whenever I see them in the distance, I feel like I'm being lured somewhere. But perhaps not. Perhaps this is just a healthy deposit of them. I guess it's just because I can't see all that much because it's not illuminated yet. But these underground just feel just a titch bare as it stands. Feel like there isn't much in the way of... I mean, I guess there are probably Koroks hiding down here that I don't know about. And won't know about until I've got it all lit up. It would be like near impossible to search for them. Oh, this stuff is gloom adjacent. I didn't know or like that. Episode 10 of Tears of the Kingdom already, by the way. How wild is that? Pretty dang, if you ask me. If anyone were to ask my opinion, and I'll note that I'm not. Yonk! Oh, whack a pose around here. Oh, that looks like a light route. What is going on here? Oh, this is another materials cache, is it? Wherever I shot that, there was nothing good. Oh, sorry. Smile. Gorgeous. Now, please get away from me. This is absolutely not the weapon I want for this. I want a spear, please. All right. No, that's the wrong dodge I pulled. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I know what's going on now. Okay, whatever. Fine, you made fun of me and made me look stupid. Bonk. And now I can photograph your arm. Thank you. Oh, and probably your teeth. I probably don't have any. Or one of your moblin-y bits that is... photographable. Oh, speaking of, I should probably... These almost definitely have more damage than the goblin arm, so I'll fuse them to the end of this sneaky weapon. 28! Lovely. I'll put one on the end of this knight sword then as well. Doink! A moblin horn. Can we photograph those or the teeth? Aha. Getting all kinds of depth research done here. Josh would be proud. Oh, another knight's broadsword. I'll get rid of this traveler's sword for it, in favor of it then. And let's just put a... Why not? Let's just make a really good one. Put a Hinox horn on the end of it. Nice. Hinox hammer. I like the look of it. Style Moblin. So the cursed variations don't actually constitute a new entry. They're just... By the way, these ones do gloom to you. The remains of moblins appear in the dark, even though even the toughest moblins become fragile when they're little more than a pile of bones. They'll crumble after just a few attacks. However, as long as the skull remains intact, they'll continue to pull themselves together and back together and go on fighting. They have hard, heavy horns, and they hate strong light. Oh, do they? So the dazzle fruit could be an option against some undead. I hadn't even considered that, but that probably is a thing. Hang on, so why is this all scary and the worst over here? Where it looks like a giant wall of lights or something, but any arrow I shoot towards it is... Oh, I've been using a good bow, have I? Damn. Well, it's on its way out. Might as well just break it so I'm not carrying around a bow with, like, one use. Oh, this is a whole ass, like, Zonai tower and stuff. Oh, I've been lighting up all the way down there, I see. Sort of seems like you'd see a... I love that the symbol for this, the depth is just like a bunch of stalactites. You'd think there'd be a light route up on the top of here, it feels like, somehow. Never mind. Let's head down there and explore that tower, because it looks extremely interesting. Oh, is it just a way for you to ascend back up to the surface, I guess? That's the idea. But it might mean there's something important going on there above ground. We haven't actually made it that far south, as I thought we had. These depths are huge. And I really was hoping to... What the hell? Nope, camera hasn't got a bloody clue. And I think I'm with it there. What is going on here with these glowing purple trees? Thank goodness that's gone so I can stop worrying about using it. This is like an arena, isn't it? There's a heck of a lot of sand here. Oh my. I've wandered into something much bigger than myself, haven't I? What's with all the weird shadows? What? I swear I saw something huge just moving in the darkness over there. I'm not a happy camper at the moment. I'm not a happy bunny. What's going on? This is really scary. I like mushrooms. If I shoot the purple bit, does something bad happen? No, I'm just checking. The music had a sort of Gerudo-ish tinge just then. There is a lot of sand. I'm not that close to the desert already, am I? Wow. This is something else over here. More post holes over there, but I'm more concerned with finding the closest light route. Though that doesn't appear to be what's going on here. This is probably just a way for you to ascend back up. Something's going on around these parts, though, isn't it? There's another statue. And I'm just throwing light roots all, bright bloom seeds all over the spot. The shop. Like with my words. Interesting grass down here. Do you reckon if you cut it, anything, you wouldn't find on the surface comes out? Not that I can spy. Does the whole pathway kind of stop here? It sort of looks like this is a big old dead end with this thing, doesn't it? Well, I guess it is sort of hard to tell. I don't have... I should use a bigger bright bloom seed in a minute here. Launch! Yeah, that was effective. Perhaps this is just a big old dead end here. Interesting. Not a light route in sight. Unless... Is that one we've already been to? Yes, that's that one. There's gotta be one right around here, right? This feels as though it's here for you to ascend up through. Where it'll take us, I suppose I'm not sure. Oh, you know what would be really cool is if it went to a Skyview tower. Although I guess that wouldn't make any sense. Because how would Purah and Co. have known to build one on top of it? Well, they have their ways. They're pretty smart. Though I spun around way too much. It's fine. That worked. I went like all the way around the tree and ended up past the mushroom. It's not how I intended for that to go, but worked out in the end. Send through this. Sorry. I got s'mores in my throat. Ooh. Oh, I thought I saw a light route for a moment there, but I didn't. I did not. This is super cool, and I do want to stand up here and see where it goes in a minute. But I'm gonna snag a few more pose souls before I do. And it's weird that there's this obvious like circular shape in the ground, in the architecture over here on the ground, like beside this whole thing though. Also, does this like go down like real deep and farther than I've been? This doesn't, but over here maybe? We gotta try those muddle buds sometime. Gotta get a lot of use of these bright bloom seeds. At first I thought they were being a bit overzealous in the number they gave us, but the underground is a huge, huge place. So, I think they gave us an appropriate amount. Another thing I like about this underground space is that it's sort of rare that you get into these like giant cavernous areas in Breath of the Wild, really. You're either in like the surface of sort of mountains where it's kind of... Oh my, that's a lot of postals out there, and monsters. You're either in the surface and it's all sort of mountainous and like, there's always like a shrine somewhere nearby that you can see, or you're in a cave that's sort of got a very low roof because they can't go too far in the ground because they want to keep the shape of the overworld intact. Whereas here, now that they've added this huge expanded underground space, it's really honestly like just this massive, like stretching out beyond you, like you can't even see into the distance. It's so huge. It's really cool. So those like dog things over there are like eating the light roots, which is really interesting. Oh, they're just little froxes, which we've already seen. They looked a little more like dogs from this angle. Don't really know why. Oi, get over here! That's not the targeting button, damn it! Oh my god, that getting stabbed did not stop deter you in the slightest. Okay. I was not ready for you a moment ago, but I am now. Okay, now who's next? One of you jump to make my day, make my day. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and are you learning from that lesson, or do you want to do the same thing? Or do you can always run away? That's still an option. No, we're gonna play it the hard way, or we're gonna 1, 2, 3. And now, okay, I still give you the option to run unless you want to try the exact same thing that did not work out for your friends. I grant you that opportunity as well. You are welcome to do as you please. Sorry for all the death and murder. Ooh, they eat bright bloom seeds. They're spit them out when they die. That's fun. Sorry things. I guess I don't actually really have to do that with the bow every time, but it does feel a lot more fun that way. And I don't actually have to go into the dark before doing it, which is nice. Oh, whack of souls up here. Wonder if it's trying to lead us somewhere. Yeah! Well, I can throw them pretty far myself without using a bow. Certainly got a heck of a lot of pose souls today. Is it all that's up here? Does it go up further into any more interesting territory? Because it seems weird that this would end all at like sort of a dead end over here. That said, this is certainly some interesting stuff that we've not seen before. It's like a special looking pose soul. I'll mark that. This actually is one that I would want to use an arrow for. That was much farther away than I realized. Oh no, this bow isn't quite as rangy, I guess. Oh my. Oh, it's on top of like a giant tree or something. No, okay, so it does continue to the southeast from that big thing way over there. I just want to get one more light route down here so I can actually sort of see in between this one and the other light routes, so that I can see around where that big thing that goes up to the surface is. Ooh, that's a light route. That's the one I'm looking backwards now. Sorry, got all turned around. Down, 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 down. Something about the fact that I'm sliding on rock and that I have a bow on my metal shield is not making this an easy slide. Do you reckon that one mushroom there is low enough for me to ascend up to? No, that's too high, surely, right? Right. You know, I've got an excellent idea here. This can't possibly fail, basically. I can't take that out here. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. Wait, why not? That needs to be a flatter ground, I guess. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna do a bit of this. Hold that there for a hot moment. Just wiggle it back and forth in case this is not really the right angle for it. Okay, marvelous. And now I'm gonna use a recall on that and ascend up through it. And from here, ascend once again to this one when it goes. Hang on. Oh, is that really not close enough? Well, I might be able to climb from here anyway. That ought to help. Oh, there isn't actually a mushroom here. I thought there were these like sort of laurel-y leaves were spreading out. There was like a mushroom platform. Even still, it's shallowing off a little bit here, so I should be able to climb this in a moment, like right here. Just a bit of it. And by climb, I mean walk on. Just to get my stamina back and all. I do have some stamina extendies. If I could find somewhere to stand right around here, I'd be able to ascend up to the very top. Can I stand here, or is this too... Yeah, no, that's a no. Right, I can't really see enough of this to know what exactly how this is going for me. It's probably better if we find a place to glide down to it. That's the wrong button. Here, this tree should work. Just nosh a mushroom, though, to round it out and heal myself a little bit. Convenient. Ooh, there's a soul right here. We get to the top of this, and I'm sure on the top of that other one was where that soul... It looks like I guess it was just a bigger one. With that, it'll give us more than one. It sure looked important, whatever it was, and I even marked it with a pin, didn't I? Oh, it's behind me. I was climbing up the wrong tree that whole time. Wait a moment. Wait, I'm so... there. Why don't I actually light it up instead of being a doofus? Huh? Oh, did I put the pin behind it, maybe? And maybe this isn't... I didn't actually land the pin in the right spot. That might be... Let's get a nice big one going here, because I don't understand the layout of what I'm looking at right here enough. I must have done another big one going on to this tree right around the top. I missed. Right there, then. I missed it. Oh, this bow does not go as far as I think it does. There we go. That's what I was hoping to happen. God, where was that really big and important looking shiny one? And how long has there been a giant talus there? Oh, it's right over here. So I think maybe this was around, I was climbing sort of around the right thing earlier. Alright, now that we got all of that, what is this do for us? Large bow! It's just for 5, cool, gotcha. But there is clearly more up here on this like ledge above that thing over there, so... I see we explore up around here a bit, then head down there and go through that thing. I'm really hoping to find just one light route right up this bit, and I wouldn't be stunned if we found one right past this talus and all. I think I'm gonna do my best to avoid a confrontation with them, though. I'm glad they're just walking around. Same kind of talus as before. They probably won't notice us if we just move quickly and quietly on by. And I reckon right up around this way the path curves around it. No, I said they probably wouldn't notice us, though. Now I look stupid. If the path curves around here, I wouldn't be stunned if we found a light route right around the bend. That would be just perfect for me. I don't see one as it stands, but I'm not going to give up hope. What are they? What are you? They're just normal taluses? Stone pebblet, that's the one I meant. The mini talus things. A very young stone talus. Their bodies toughen as they mature, becoming as tough as boulders by adulthood. As a child, however, their bodies are light enough to be lifted and fragile enough to break when thrown. I think you're fine to touch them when they're cursed. It's just as if they punch you when you're cursed that you get gloomed. Yeah, that's alright. Get out of here. I'll take your gemstones, just though, as long as the talus is ignoring us for this. Oh, you dropped some zonite and amber. Lovely. Yeah. Right. Excuse you. Hang on, I'm gonna throw you in it. Wait, that's just a bad move. But it'll look so funny if I land it. Hang on. Oh, it's the wrong button. Damn it. It's gonna explode in my hands. Yeah. Wow. It's just fine. Because the triggers are swapped. I got my throw button mixed up. It's not fair. It's fine. Totally and completely okay. Doesn't seem like to be as much going on. Oh, sorry, excuse me for assuming that there was a safety in my vicinity. There was in fact no safety. It was all danger. Habonk, 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 habonk. And as for you, habonk, habonk, don't you be hitting me with your friend's arms. I wouldn't like it if you did that. Anyways, I'll carrying some zonite down here. That's heckin' useful is what that is. Whoa, this looks interesting. These are ultra handable, but why? What am I meant to take from that? And a glider? I guess we could build some kind of glidey device to get over down there is what they're trying to tell us. But this path surely goes on a bit beyond here. Whoa, this looks important. Oh no, it's just weird trees. Ooh, and there is actually more path through here. That was nowhere near that one that did that actual last heart. Or at least I thought the path carried on here for a bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does all just lead back down here. I would know if I'd found a light route, but I'm too stupid to. And it's too damn dark. I can't believe no one warned me it would be dark down here. This seems like it's probably just gonna be wall, hey? All the way up to the surface. Very well. Another day we'll find a light route down here. Let's just head to the surface for now. This right here is pro-manship at work. I'm being a pro-man right now. A pro-man. This is not working. That's better. Sorry, I feel like there's a light route staring me right in the face somewhere around here, and I'm just not spying it. Ooh, there are a whole bunch of post holes up here, though. That might be leading us somewhere important. Oh, would you bugger off, would you? You're making annoying noises in my ears and also scaring me. But the first one's a much more grave offense. Ah, there certainly is more something around here. Maybe it doesn't go very far like I keep thinking it must, but there's more path up here, alright. Another big bit of structure that has actually been designed very intentionally. For what purpose? Still don't really know. Listen, I met some of your friends before and this turned out just as well for you as it will for them. The other way around. It'll turn out just as well for you as it did for them. Dunk, 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 smash. Use my zonite sword here. Just because the ones with weapons on the end, in my experience, tend to break much more quickly, so we may as well get it out of the way. Get that painful interaction out of the way. Right, we are sort of heading uphill here, so it would make sense if we weren't able to see the light route from a particular angle. Oh, there's definitely more to be going on down here. Ooh, I don't have a picture of you guys yet, do I? Why won't it let me move? Oh, that was weird. I thought there was a cutscene going on for a moment. Deep Firefly, they're heading right this way. Just in perfect line to get a photograph of... Oh, my goodness. Don't stifle my scientific curiosity, Fireflies. Let me photograph you. Thank you, that's actually a decent picture. My. You just never give up, do ya? Wonk, wonk, and a wonk. Nice stick you got there. Ooh, it's one we haven't seen before. It's like a reinforced stick. A sturdy long stick. There you go. Oh, we were missing one, aren't we? Yes. Let's pocket that and put this mobile arm on the end of it. 32. Ah, there's a light route, finally. Maybe it's not the closest one at hand, but I do want to just get one more so that all this southward traveling hasn't been for naught. And we actually get a teleport point out of it and all. Man, the darkness really does add a whole layer of depth to the exploration. Is this another Traveler Spear you've got for me? Well, if it's for me, I don't really know. Ooh, not quite. It's a Traveler's Sword. Let's get, like... so it's, like, kind of aiming up alongside the camera, like... Yeah. I like that the Traveler's Sword looks a bit like the Hero's Sword from Wind Waker. So the shiny ones that these soldiers give you, I presumably have some extra property that I'm hitherto unaware of. Because we have a Traveler's Sword, now there's Traveler's Sword shiny. Unless this is just like the plus versions from Breath of the Wild. A very common sword, often kept by travelers to fend off small beasts. It's fairly durable, but a bit unreliable against monsters. It's different, Oh, it's not decayed! I gotcha. Oh, right. Fun. Well, I'll leave that with you, my friend. So I guess that really is like connected to the spirit of someone who died way long ago, because they died before everything got all rusty and messed up. I was saying before that I really want to just keep building my weapon stash, but I am now running out of bows and shields pretty hard. Man, it's really satisfying experience throwing a blight broom at seat ahead and letting it light up the path as you walk. They've really nailed the exploration through darkness in this. Even if they give you like an abundance of light-giving things like that. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I know I don't like it. I can tell you that already. That looks like a bad thing. Why does it keep turning the camera off like that automatically on me? Is it just a monster, or is it some kind of... no, it's a Zonite device made of, like, fans and a glider or something, but is there anyone riding it? It looks like there's a searchlight on the end of it, too, which is when... Zonite device we have not yet seen. This looks like there are monsters all around here, doesn't it? The way it's already lit up and stuff. Oh yeah, they've fortified this light route. Well, no time like the present. So I'm saying we're gonna activate this light route, and then once it's activated, we can teleport there anytime, and it'll all be lit up, which will be nice. I hear enemy music, and I thought I heard Keys a moment ago. Hi, who is operating this vehicle is what I would like to... There are it's a Yiga person. Oh my god, wait, no, wait, hold on. Hold on, this is so uncool. I'm gonna get run over by it. Look. Oh my, I dropped a long way down. Okay. Didn't expect any of what just happened. I thought it would be a Bokoblin. I'm gonna be super honest with you. Was not expecting a Yiga one to go all Mad Max on me. Alright, listen to you. Yeah! That's right. Get off that. That's my car now. I'm not even sure I want to use it. I think I'd rather sneak through here. Some Sunderlands and rupees off you, though, which is nice. There's no light around this spot. Does that mean there's a break in the wall here? Oh my god. It got smashed up by the spikes. Do you reckon I can smash through these fortified wall-looking things? Or just burn through them, maybe? About to find out. Nope, these are wall walls. Oh, the light route isn't even in their fortification. Well, then why am I even worrying about it? Well, almost got run over today, collected a few hundred souls. Kawakarat light route. Lit up the underbelly of our fair world. I think we can call this a rousing success. And there gets ungloomed there, thank you. Ah, marvelous. Having this map here makes me really happy. But over around here was where that other thing was, isn't it? The thing I meant to ascend up through. By the way, when it shows this big, dark spot on the map here, is that like... Oh, it's just wall, I see. I thought it was gonna be, like an endless chasm for a minute. But no, this whole area is where you would fall if you fell into an endless chasm in any other game. You know what I love about that is, like, there are so many games where you fall into an endless hole and you're like, what is even at the bottom of that? And this game basically answers that question. Are these big post holes? They look slightly more shiny. Yeah, they are. Sorry, they're large posts in this game, not big posts. Doink. Hey, partner, mind if I slide in and see what you're mining over there? Is it a black Bokoblin? Oh, come on, we can take them. Is it a rare ore deposit also that I do not have a photograph of? Nope, it's all Zonite. Alright, come on. We've had some bunch of smaller piddly fights here. Let's go for a really big one. I really definitely should have pulled for stealth attack with our amazing stealth weapon here, though. Moblin Arm Blade. Did that one just set itself on fire? It's still on fire! Alright, I didn't even have anything to do with that one's death. Alright, well, I've been rumbled now. Perish, you fiend! That one's on a royal zombie horse! Wait, hang on! No, that's the wrong targeting button! I'm using the wrong targeting button because of the damn controls! Alright, you, if we're gonna be like that, this is the moment on board sport. Okay, right. Oh, that rider's about to end my miserable existence. Okay, hang on, I gotta pull my shield up here. Parry! I tried for a parry, didn't go so well. Parry! Oh! I hit the parry. We all exploded. There must have been a bomb underneath one of us. Not fond of that. What happened to the one who was on a horse? Well, this all went pretty to hell in a handbasket. Let's pull out the Zonite sword for this. Yonk, yonk, yonk. And now as for you. What do you think you're doing? That's a nice shield you got. I wouldn't mind having it myself. If it could be arranged, you fiend. Okay, alright here. I'm about to smash this sword. Don't do that! I really don't like it when you do that move. I'll break this sword on you, and then I'll go for a bit of more of a... Yeah, Lizzo Reaper, here we are. Ah, I can just combo you into the oblivion. No, I can't, because I forgot that these ones don't stagger the same way as other enemies. Oh, when they don't have a shield, they do, sort of. That's weird. Anyway, Night Shield, yay! That could have gone smoother. I lost my fairy and all, but yeah, that's what they're for. 40. Not even decayed or anything. Look at that. And Black Goblin Horn. Lovely. 17 attack power. I sort of made a mess of that, but there you go. Try my best. And we'll be happy to have these Black Goblin Horns, I'm sure, very soon. And all these post holes. Let's see what spoils we reap from this place, shall we? Oh, my rock climber's on its way out, which is fine because there's another rock over there. Large Zonite, finally. Zonite of especially high purity. The amount of energy concentrated in it allows it for much higher output than a regular Zonite, right? So that we'll know what that's for when we find someone who can process that stuff for us. Ah, that didn't last very long. I suppose let's make a smasher out of this one of these Knight's Broadswords we have. Oh man, I love the fuse in this game so much. Yonk. Fair bit of Zonai too. We should head back to somewhere. We found one person who could give us Zonai charges and the crystals out of Zonai. Like we could trade them for that on the Sky Islands. So it's not as that we have no idea what to do with these things. But they mentioned making weapons and armor out of them at some point. So I imagine there's someone you could meet somewhere who will actually like be able to give me 30 of those and I'll make you a breastplate kind of thing. It'll probably be more than 30, knowing this game, but... So there's another not decayed weapon up there, which is a Traveler's Claymore. Wow, it's so pretty. We learned a lot in this episode from exploring the depths here. I can see why a vehicle would be useful in traversing these places, although with it all shrouded in darkness, I'd probably crash one a whole bunch. Especially if it was one without a steering wheel. Right, I do just want to say, because I said I would, go back to that, it was from around here, the thing that looks like we could ascend up through it and see where it leads us, and then we'll call the episode once we get there. But I imagine we will be back at some point to raid this Yiga base over here, because my god, something's going on there. Something sinister. I'm having pretty good luck with catching those bugs, considering I don't even have any levels of stealth on my armor set, as it stands, on my outfit. It's easier sailing down than it was sailing up. Is that over there where we were? Oh yeah, that's the thing. No, that's one of the light routes. Bugger, I missed the platform. Weren't we, like, around here when we found that big platform? I don't know. The pin's over here, and that was when we were messing around looking for that first large Poe, but I could have sworn we were more like this area. But then you'd think we'd see, like, a black square that's like this, that shows us that it's a wall that goes all the way up. I can see all these little platforms that, or those are like those little structures we keep finding. Oh! Lucky I caught that just like that. I'm just gonna head in this direction because that's where I had that pin, and I think that suggests I was over there before. It's possible the light roots, that the bright bloom seeds that I had planted there are now out. I'm about to hit a wall here, aren't I? My. I really haven't a clue where I am. There's a shiny over here, and that's alright. It's a gentle slope wherever it is I'm climbing. I better put not that one of these on the wall here, just so I can see a little bit of where I'm going here. Okay, Kudok. Okay, Kudok. Okie doke. Ah, here's the thing. It was right where I put that pin, more or less. Lucky I still had that there, otherwise I'd have no idea where this thing was. Well, totally didn't see the bomb that blew us up when we were fighting that thing, but that's fine, because the fairy did. Whee! That's a really dumb and dangerous thing to do when it's in the dark like this. Alright, let's ascend up through here, as I'm sure they are desiring for us to, and see where it brings us, shall we? Okay. Oh, that's a good feeling. I don't know how, but with the UI, with the way the light sort of seeps into it there, they really made it feel like a weight gets lifted off your shoulders when you return to the surface. It's gorgeous here wherever it is. We're on one of those weird, like, mushroomy kind of tree things. Yeah. Over in Wash's Bluff, still in an area where we've got a map. So we didn't actually go that far, because this is where we went into the depths, isn't it? Man! That place is huge. Ooh, hello. Well, there's a glyph there. Geoglyphs they were calling them, right? Geoglyphs. A shrine there, and that is our heading, the Gerudo Highlands. So, we know where we're headed next time. Is this table meant to indicate anything for us? Oh my gosh, it's one of those Arakuda things. So that was a lovely first foray into the depths. We learned a heck of a lot this episode. It was a little scary, but it was a lot of fun. Next video on the channel is going to be some more Pikmin 4, unsurprisingly. So, I'll be seeing you in that and this or the other sometime soon, I hope. That's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! Please don't fucking roll. No, you idiots! Oh my god. I'm gonna restart. I don't like that. We use extra hands. We could all use some extra hands now. Right, I see. So you could, because there are gates up there, there's a no Ochi gate way over there, that's up a ledge. So you could hop up there with Ochi, then dismount and bring all your Pikmin through, but you'd be leaving Ochi.